p.m.
Doing a quick video on this thing. I just got it. It's a wireless 10,000 mAh battery backup power bank. And I'm going to see how much battery life or how many hours it gives me on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. I'm just going to carry it with me. It comes with different colors. Reminds me of the MagSafe Apple. No, I'm sorry. Am I saying that right? The Apple battery, the external battery. I like it. They're not selling it new anymore. They discontinued it. I don't know why. I guess I can find out if I want to, but I really enjoy. The thing that I enjoyed the most from Apple was the battery cases they used to make, and they stopped doing that. So I don't know why, but they stopped doing it. So I have to come up with different alternatives. This itself is a I don't know what that brand is. I bought it on, I think, Cyber Monday. I got it for about $20. The link is below, and it is a blue one, I believe. This one down here. And my phone is purple, so I might actually pick up another one if this works well. Pick up a purple one so it can match my my phone. Nothing else in there. This is the USB charger, and it's going to be over a foot long, a little over a foot long. Instructions. I have this at the end, the actual battery. This is everything that comes inside, including this. Let me get this out of the way. So what I'm going to do, let me put this all back. I put packaging back the way it came. It's a USB-C charger. Just in case something goes wrong with the product and I need to return it, I want to have all the materials needed to return the product. So I have a charger here. Let me put it to charge. Let me show you the opening on it. Oh, pretty cool. It's magnetic. Cool. So it works as a stand as well while charging. This is to charge external devices. Let me charge it up and come back. I should have shown you the battery level before I started charging it. It was at 81, so it came almost fully charged. But if you press this button, it tells you the percentage. Just went down to 99 because I was testing some things. So interesting enough, you can charge from all three ports. So I took, this is a lightning connection here on the side right there. That's lightning. So I plugged this in, and on the other side I plugged into USB for charging. Okay, and that will charge this up, okay? Lightning, USB-A to Lightning. Also, if you do this, and you take a Lightning to USB-C, which is right here, to USB-C, it doesn't do anything. It won't charge. I plugged it in like this, Lightning to my USB-C, to my iPad, nothing happened. No charging. But you can charge with Lightning here to USB-A, or plugging it in to charge, and it'll start charging the battery. Let me make sure. Well, it actually was charging. Let me make sure of this. Hold on. So I put it on a different USB charger, and I believe it's charging. Yeah. Okay, I believe it does the same thing with the regular charge. So let's try the regular charge port. So what I see, and this is how I charged it, because the USB-C, I plugged it in, and it did the same thing. So I just double checked it with my other charger, and it does that, 99 till it gets to 100, and it'll just stay at 100 while it's charging. So you can, it seems like, and again, do this at your own risk. The instructions, they're not that well written and understandable. So I'll have them at the end, and you can read them, and you can get more details. So you do this at your own risk. But the only cable I saw fitting in here was the Lightning one, and it went to 100 on my other charger, and this is plugged into another charger as well. That's a different charger, lower wattage charger, so I think that's why I'm not getting the same connection or Lightning charging from that one. It's not high enough. I guess it's got to be a higher wattage using the Lightning to charge. But you can't, so you could charge the device with the Lightning to USB-A, but you can't do USB, oh, I can't actually. I tried my cable, maybe your cable will work. USB Lightning to USB-C, plugged into my iPad, it didn't work for this port, okay? So now let's move on to the next port, USB-A port. You cannot charge through this as well. You can charge devices from the battery through this, but I actually have another power bank, and the power bank has a USB-A male connection for charging, which you plug into one of these things here, right? So when I took it off the charging, the other power bank I have, and I plugged it in here, this provided the charging. So this started charging the other device, but the other power bank was not charging this device at all. It didn't do it at all. Okay, so that's that. So I couldn't get the USB-A to receive a charge, but it gives a charge from the battery. You can charge from here, and I believe the only difference is that when you're charging off of these ports, you have to turn on the battery. So you have to turn it on here until the numbers come up. Okay, there it goes. And once you turn this on, it'll stay on for like 30 seconds. If it's doing nothing, it'll shut off by itself. The USB-C port receives a charge and gives a charge. So if I take the Lightning cable, if I take the USB-C, I'm sorry, I don't have it here. Yeah, I'm sorry. USB-C to Lightning, it should charge. Yep, it's charging. As you can see right there, it's charging. There it is right there. See? So it will give a charge and receive a charge. So I was charging it through the USB-C from my, I have a 100 or 200 watt USB charging hub. It has like 40 connections, so it's a very powerful one. That charged this up pretty quickly in a couple of hours. Or actually, I walked away and came back in a couple of hours and started charging it. So I've been giving a charge and receiving a charge through the USB-C here. So again, I was able to charge from a USB-A to a Lightning, charge the device, but I could not do a Lightning to USB-C. Maybe it's a Lightning to USB something else to give a charge. Didn't work that way. The USB-A gives a charge, so you can plug in a USB-A device like this. If you don't want to do the wireless, you can plug this in, and you can plug it into your iPad or whatever have you, and it will charge your device. So I did the Lightning connection this here. So and it's charging with no issues whatsoever. But it won't receive a charge. It'll only give a charge. I tried to get a charge from another battery pack, big one, but it wouldn't give the charge. So I couldn't charge this through here. And then the USB-C does both, charge and gives a charge. Now the Lightning, the wireless itself works just fine. That's how I'm going to be using it. So in the back of my phone, I'm kind of caseless, and I just put it onto the sweet spot, and it sticks pretty well. If I shake it, it'll fall off, so it's not as strong as some other ones, but it's on there and it's charging. Now the difference, depending on your phone, the wireless charging will come on automatically. So the iPhone 14 Pro Max, whatever technology is built in here, automatically knows it's a wireless battery. This will automatically turn on when you stick it to your phone, if the operating system supports that automatic thing. If not, you got to make sure you turn it on to give a charge if it doesn't come on automatically. The ports themselves, when I use them as charging ports, charging from here to another device, I had to turn it on, or else it stays off. It looks like. Let me just make sure. Let me confirm that. Let me turn it off. And I'm just telling you this because that's what I got from the instructions, but I didn't test it. So let me make sure it turns off. Okay, so let's see how. I guess it's going to depend on the phone. The battery just went off. It might automatically turn on. I didn't even think about that. Nope. See? And there's no charging taking place at all. So you have to turn it on. Let me turn it on. I'm gonna hold it for 10 seconds. Then let it go. No. Maybe I have to just press it very quickly. There it is. Press it very quickly. Don't hold press. Just press it very quickly. Turn it on and off. Let me see how you turn it off. Let me hold. And it's charging now. As you can see, it's charging. I guess you can't. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Did it just go off? Yep, it just went off. I have no idea. Okay, so let me try it again. Turn it on. Just went on. Turn it off. Maybe 2 presses. A bunch of presses. Oh, okay. It just went off with 2 presses. Press once. Turns on. 2 presses. Went off. Oh, okay. Yeah, didn't read that in the instructions. I just figured that out now. 1 press for on. Okay. And then 2 presses for off. Okay. The instructions, they're a little difficult. So that's the way that seems to be working. Let me show you how it looks. And you're holding it as a stand in different options. You put this and you just kind of bend this like this. Like that. And you can put it like this, maybe. Like that, actually. Okay. I guess you can put it like that. You can put it like this. Or maybe sideways. Does it hold? Yeah, it holds it up. Okay. So sideways works. Let me just get up a little closer. That's not good. It doesn't stick as well as I would like it to. Okay. That wasn't good. Yeah, once you stick it, don't move it too much. I'm actually moving it around just to show you. I mean, it's sticking, but it's not that much sticking point. So I'm gonna start using it. We're gonna round it off to 5 p.m. to get a number. It is December 6th, 5 p.m. And I'm just gonna use this to charge my phone. My phone was 100%. So I'm gonna see how much battery life I can get out of this. And I'll just let you know when this gets depleted. But one other thing before we move on, let me just tell you the weight. It is pretty heavy, it feels heavy. And it's heavy. And with the iPhone 14 Pro Max, if I put it on, that's 6.9. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. All right, so let me tell you how much battery life I get. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing any other technical reviews. A regular guy just buys things, try them out. This is supposed to be a battery. I want to see how much battery life it'll give me, how many hours before it's completely depleted. All right, so I'll come back just with that information. I'm finishing off the video here. I want to say that I was unable to do the testing that first day since I actually fell asleep. I fell asleep while the phone was on, charging with the wireless charger. And by the time I woke up in the morning, both batteries were dead, the phone and this battery. I had been leaving it playing YouTube videos in the background and recording some 4K. So I had to start all over again the very next day. Just want to show you that this also charges your AirPods. You can see right there, and then you can see the charger come on. It's at 100% since I charged it. Anyway, so what I wanted to add was that, so I started the next morning. So at 7 a.m., I woke up very early in the morning, or I'd say about 3 in the morning, and I noticed that phone and battery were dead, so I left them charging. The next morning at 7 a.m., I woke up and they were both fully charged, so I started the charging process again, the testing to see how much battery life I would get out of this battery. It's a 10,000 mAh battery. I wanted to see, wirelessly connecting it to my phone, how much battery life, like this, how much battery life I would get out of it, okay? So, and this works on your phone too, does it? Let me see if it works with that outer box. My son's phone, it's the outer box. Yep, it's charging. So it works, doesn't stick as well, but if you hold it up close or you physically connect it USB-A to Lightning, you can also use this battery. So anyway, I started at 7 a.m., left it charging. I played YouTube videos. I recorded probably a couple of hours of 4K footage different times. I would record a 4K footage for 10 minutes here and 30 minutes there. I turned off the turn off display feature on the phone, so it was always on. When I wasn't recording a video, I was playing YouTube videos. So I left it constantly running, doing something. And the actual battery, I mean, I tried my best to waste the battery. I ran the 4K footage with light on. I left the flashlight on most of the time, even when I was playing YouTube videos. I would do it. I paid attention because what I did notice, when this got to about 50%, it would turn off. I don't know why, automatically. So technically, this has a feature that is smart enough with the iPhone that once you put it on, it should turn on. It turns on automatically. But when it does turn off, I think it overheats. I think this might heat up at a certain point. So once it's hot from charging the phone, I'll sometimes get an error on the phone saying, hey, wireless charging disabled because we need to lower the temperature on the phone. I think when that disconnection happens, this turns off. Do you understand? So then when this does cool down, you need to turn this back on. And you turn it on by pressing this button just once, and it'll turn it back on. So I was paying attention because that happened at about 50%, and I made sure that didn't happen anymore. So I used the phone with the battery. I waited for this to go from 100 to 0, or 1 actually. And that, I started at 7 a.m. that day, on the 7th of December, 2023. And at 12:28 a.m. the next day, at 12/8/2023, it went to 1%. And that gave me a total of 17 hours and 28 minutes of battery life just off the battery itself. This was at 100% when this was at 1%. So this gave me an additional 17 hours, and then whatever your phone would give you depending on your battery health. So that was my rough estimate testing. Any questions, guys?
When you said it got hot at 50%, are you talking about the battery itself was 50 or the
So I think it's a combination of both. I know that the phone would make the physical wireless disconnection when the phone would get hot. So I was wondering if maybe this was also getting hot at times, because after 50%, it would just go off. It could have just been the phone itself. I couldn't tell you. I mean, it was warm during charging. So I don't know if the battery got warm and it shut off, or when the iPhone got warm, which it did, an error will come up and say the iPhone is warm, wireless charging disabled, it would turn off. That's when the light would turn off on this.
And which one displayed 50%? This one?
Displayed 50%. Okay. The phone was always at 100%.
Oh, okay.
The phone was only running and being constantly charged off of this battery. Okay. So you got a total battery extension of 17 hours just using this, and this was at 100%.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'm not sure. I know that the phone got hot, but I don't know. I think this also may have gotten hot a couple of times. But remember, you're not really going to use it that way. Yeah. You know, this is going to be like your phone gets down to 20%, you put it on. Once you get to 100, you'll probably disconnect it, right? I just used it just to get the total battery life to see how much I can pull from this, and that's all. So you're not really going to use it that way. I don't think that's going to be an issue for normal use, you know, the overheating. Anything else? I also played video games and stuff like that as well.
I missed the beginning of your video, but is this supposed to be a fast charger?
You know, I have no idea if it's a fast charger. I don't think so. Hold on one second. I just checked the website, the Amazon webpage, and it says that it is a fast charger for iPhones. Anything else?
No.
Son, anything else? No? Okay. So you guys, this is it'll be in the charging station area. And if you need, you know, you leave the house and you need a battery, you can grab this. You can use the cable itself too, an external cable. Okay, guys?
Sounds good.
All right, so we're going to end the video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.